Hi there, Kimberly here, Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart. Gonna do a reading. Let's do a feel into the energy and how we can expect it to affect us over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Just see, tap in. I have the Magic of You Oracle here by Fiona Horne. I'm gonna start off with those, and then we'll see what else. I've got tons of decks around. We'll see what else we get pulled to do. Okay, so what is the next 2 to 3 weeks, the energy that's going to be going on, and how will it affect us? How will the next 2 to 3 weeks energy affect us? Okay. Gotta love it when they show me two things here. I'm like, which one do I want? Okay, so this is definitely an energy. That one's there too. I'm not going to flip that one over. This is definitely an energy. The universe is literally speaking to us because we asked it to. And it says minimus here, and it is commune with source. Okay, so the energy right now is calling us to tap in. And sorry, this is my smoke coming in here from my incense. So, and it's a strong one today. So the energy from the universe, from source energy, is asking us to tap in to source energy, to feel it within inside ourselves, to don't, it doesn't want us to feel like two separate things. It wants us to feel like we are a part of it. It's gifting us its power and energy. Okay, so that's a wonderful thing. It also is telling me that it doesn't want us to let outside stuff, the goings on, so to speak, to override our own senses, override our own connection to source, to what we can manifest, to what we can bring about with abundance and love and connections. And don't let the things, the mundane things of life, arguments, worry, stress, fears, finances, and all that, give that to source, and then allow them to handle it, and then tap into source's manifesting energies, so that we can kind of become one, so we can let go of all those things that bother us and hold us back, and then jump into our own self and our own power, which is provided by source, right? Okay, so the next card we have here is feel loved and proud, and that's what the universe is trying to tell us. Here you have this tree energy, this feminine energy, holding and cradling this bird. It is protected, it is loved, it is nurtured, and it wants it, the way that it's holding it and caressing it, it's telling it that it's precious. Okay, it's taken care of, to know that you're loved. If you don't feel like you are this bird. Okay, you are this bird here being cradled in this tree-like hands, right? And it's got these hands have these leaves and these little pearls there. So these little pearls are the information, the wisdom, the knowledge that it's bestowing upon, and the beauty that it's bestowing upon this bird, okay, which would be us, and telling us, I've got you, it's okay, sit here and rest for as long as you need, know that you are protected, know that the universe has our back, and when you're ready to fly, we'll help you. Okay, let's see what this next card is. Okay. This is perfect because I think I actually pulled these three cards in another reading all together, and you saw me shuffle. So, and the cards get shuffled before that. So we have 36. It's the Witch card. And it says, the magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. Okay, so here's this tender energy, right? Protecting us, letting us feel everything. And then here is the energy pouring down onto this bird again. But now it's sitting there and the moon is there. And it's all to say, I've got you. I've got you. And all that you need in your life is already within you. You know where you're supposed to go. You know what you're supposed to do. You have that power. And here is this witch of nature, of connection. It's like our own ancestors taking care of us, and then saying, they're showing me this cradle of his hands. It's like the power of whatever came before us, we can tap into. Okay, we just have to still ourselves, get quiet, and allow ourselves to tap into that, because they're actually sheltering us, and then from their hand chakras sending it out to us. Okay, so wherever we sit down here and they're here, they're saying, you've got it, because we're all connected. We're all connected. So anytime you want something, and I don't mean, oh, greedy, I want this, a new car or whatever, not that can happen, but it's that feeling of not being alone. It's that feeling of knowing something and you don't know why. All of that information, that knowledge is all there, and they're showering it down. Okay? So that's definitely the energy that's going to be around us for the next 3 weeks. What else do they want to tell us that is around us for the next 3 weeks? What else do we need to know for the next 2 to 3 weeks? What else do we need to know for the next 2 to 3 weeks? What else do we need to know for the next 2 to 3 weeks? Oh, okay. I heard watch out, and then I heard the word compassion. So let's see what this card here. Okay, so this card, wow. There's a solution for every problem. So those problems where we feel like we are anchored and tied to something, instead of struggling to let go of them, what could be the solution? On one leg, there's a rope tied, and the rope is not very tight on the ankle. Okay? So then on the other side, here is a serpent. Okay? Here we have this snake. So those things that we think or that we feel or pick up on that are sticking to us, that are, we're feeling maybe the sneakiness of something, or we're feeling the, and snakes can be like shaman energies and be very healing, but because this person is tied to here, and because it's also twisted around, so these things that get twisted around in us, we need to find the solution to that, and the part of that is just to release them and to let go of them, because they're not right there. That knot, it's not tied tight. It's like a knot of our own making. Okay, we know when we would tie a knot around ourselves, we wouldn't tie it so tight we'd never get it out. We would leave a little bit of looseness there, and that is what's happening here. Is all these things are tied up in us, and it feels like it's constricting around us, but really it is our perception to how it is anchored into our life. And so we need to just say, I choose to let go. I don't need to carry this. I don't need to worry and stress over this. You can, saw the feet kicking it free, right? Okay, is there any advice for us? Any advice for us? Any advice? Okay. Okay, so make your dream. The advice is, instead of focusing on these things that got us tied up, it's to focus on our dreams. To focus on our dreams. Okay, so there's a bird that's giving us a higher perspective. It's landed on there and it's willing to help us. And it looks like it's, I don't know if it's a dove. It does look like a dove. And then there's butterflies, which are transformation. And these clouds, and this kind of like gauze-like linen that is over top. So when we're in our dream state, right? Daydreaming or sleep, envision how you want your life to go. See yourself walking down that path, whatever it might be. Could be getting a new job, could be getting a new home, could be career, could be love, finances, whatever. But see it. And then relax about it and allow it to transform, and allow this bird here of peace, dove is peace, to take those thoughts in those daydreams, in those sleeping times, to take it off and help it to manifest. Okay, this is interesting. I never noticed this before, but there are 3 hands here. There are 3 hands here. That's really interesting. I don't know how many times I looked at this card and I did not ever see this 3rd hand right here. Because here we have one here, and then here we have one here. So I've never noticed this hand here. So in our dream state, which is where this is in the clouds. Okay, they tell me ask for ancestors to help. They also tell me ask loved ones from the other side, and also to give it to the angels. Okay, those are the 3 things that I heard. And then allow that to manifest. That's really interesting. I've never noticed that. So there are helping hands to make our dreams tangible and real. That's really, really good. That means also ask for help, okay? That's another heads up. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, let's see what else. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Transform the way you see. Okay, so she has the butterflies over her eyes, which are transformation, okay? And it's very neat the way these butterflies on their wings, she's got 2 butterflies, one on each hand, and their wings have these little circles there which look like eyes. So transform the way that we see things. And that's like finding the positive in something that we looked at one way. And so go to a quiet place. This is like taking that time for yourself in solitude. Take that time for yourself in solitude and allow those transformations to happen. the thought process, the things that run through the mind, the worry, the stress. Wants us to all connect with Earth, okay? Connecting with Earth, calling in Mother Gaia, walking barefoot on the grass, on the ground, or standing there, and allowing that energy, that vibration to come up and cleanse us and move us out. They're also showing me rain. So you can do it in the shower, or if you're outside in the rain, and just allow that to wash away. This is a very connective deck, very in-tuned deck, and that's what they want us to do for these next couple of weeks. Don't worry about the outside stuff that's going on, the things that need to get done that aren't getting done. Focus on yourself and your connection, and things are going to work their way through and work their way out. My nose gets itchy. Usually I yawn, sneeze, or my nose gets itchy. Very rarely do I get through a reading without one of them popping up. Otherwise it doesn't happen to me. It's just whatever guide I'm working with, that's what that does. Funny. Okay. Serendipity. Merge with the flow. So when we get to do this transformation here and we get to connect to ourselves and Mother Earth, we will feel the energy shift, okay? And that shifting is actually shifting us into flow. Here, this is very connected. I don't know if you can see these cards really good. I don't have great lighting, and I wish I'm trying so hard to get find some lights that take this haziness away, but that's all I got. So those leaves there, okay, so she's walking into her own heart. She's walking into the heartbeat of life. And it may feel like, because when you're in flow, there's none of that tug of war. There's none of that pushing or pulling, that kind of agitated feeling that we become really accustomed to and really used to. But when you're in the flow, it's like just bobbing along the water, right? It's like a still lake and sitting on the boat, and you're just bobbing along. But somebody else comes by, or a wind picks up, and then you've got more of a bob, or more of this push of water against you. So when this flow is there, the push of emotions, the push of agitations are gone. And then we sometimes feel like, okay, this feels really good, but sometimes we can't stay in that flow very long because we're looking around for, let's just say, that other shoe to drop, or that tension, which that is the point that creates tension, is looking for it. If we didn't go looking for it, we wouldn't notice it. So this flow is a very safe, peaceful place. But when we pull ourselves out because we're like, oh, well, the phone should ring, or, oh yeah, I gotta pay that bill, that pulls us out. So we want to try to stay into the flow as much as possible over the next week, because the energies that are shifting around, we can just let it go around us. We don't have to be in any of the storm or any of whatever's going on around us. We don't have to be a part of that. We're supposed to stay still. Okay, last card here, liberation. Free yourself. Okay, so here this is a skeleton of this dragon-like bird, and it's wrapped around this woman, and she's kind of liberating herself of those things that would push against us, right? So she's hit the flow, and now she's having to just let all of that fall away so she can stay in flow. And this is to liberate ourselves from those ghosts, right? Ghosts of energy, ghosts of fears, ghosts of whatever it is, whatever fits. It's to let it go. Okay? So it's telling us for freedom. Allow us to feel the freedom. Tap into the universe. Feel sources. Feel sources energy. Okay, sorry, I had to had a call for a reading I had to do, so I had to check in with. Okay, so let's see, is there anything else? I think this deck has kind of done its thing. I'm going to put these away. So the information that I got before this morning was kind of neat, because the cards kind of played out the same way as the information that I got this morning, is that there's a shift happening, and it's going to take away those, clear out the dust and the clutter, right, of life. And then we're going to get a silence, a quiet, a peaceful flow that's coming in. But then after that's done, we're going to get a little bit more of a speeding up feeling that is going to then connect the dots, why we had to let go of stuff, because we needed that room and that space within inside of us and inside of our aura to get moving on to the next adventure. So that's what I feel is happening over the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And I do believe the shift is going to be in for most of us, that the shifting part of the letting go of what is the dust and the collectibles that we don't need, right, in our life. So lots of water, lemon, detox, flush out what you can with water. I want to start doing a detox to kind of clear out everything from my body, because as we let go of stuff with life, get rid of that, this part of our body gets that feeling of wanting to release all the toxins that are inside of us, right? In our intestines, in our stomach, all that undigested food and in the waste that hasn't moved out. And that's what I've been feeling. And it's that final flushing out of the heaviness within inside us. If we don't flush out that heaviness, what it does is it causes to hold on to some of those triggers a little bit of life, because what happens in life happens within inside our body. So when we can work our mind, our spirit, and our soul together, we can get a much clearer, cleaner platform for us, and then we can move ahead. And that, because it's that leaping off point. We need a clean leaping off point, okay? And that's what that is. Okay, so, well, we're at 22 minutes, 23 minutes, and yep, 23 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Hope this helps clear up some maybe feelings that you've been having, and gives you a little bit of insight into what's happening in your body and around you and what's coming. So take care of yourself, be blessed, be well, and me, Kimberly at Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart, thanks you for watching, liking, and subscribing, and sharing. Also, check me out for readings on the new app that's up. It's an iPhone app, so go into your app store, look for ThirdEye Advisory Group. That's where I'll be, along with lots of other ladies. And Jen, who is the amazing creator of this app for all of us to come and share our gifts with everybody and help everybody out the way that they need. And Jessica's there, Roxanne is there, Kelly's there, and Dana's there. There's lots of like healers, tarot card, oracle card readers, body talk readers, Reiki healers, lots of different women that have this great insight that can guide you down whatever question and road you might have. So check us out. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. So take care. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Bye.